This is the abandoned lead mine near Ottawa, Canada, at the town of Goleta. And what we have here is a wide open expanse of nothing but tailings from the lead mine. So it's a fine stucco-like material. This is a lunar lander-like landscape with craters and holes. And here's a big water-filled depression over here. So this was called the Kingdon Lead Mine. And it first opened in the 1880s and ran for about 10 years. And then it closed, and then it opened again in 1914 for the First World War. And then it was in production until 1931. It was the largest mine and smelter for lead in Canada at the time. And it's supposed to have produced about 60 million pounds of lead over its career. And at one point it had 600 people employed here. So there's lots of dunes and things in this toxic waste dump. Looks like somebody's been doing a campfire down there. Oh, amateur wire recyclers have been here. So what people do is they take big piles of wire and then they set fire to them and burn off the insulation so they have nothing but the wire left. They haven't bothered to take this to the recycler, but that's what's been going on here. Nice toxic little business. There are a few trees and whatnot growing on this stuff, but not a heck of a lot else. Got some ATV tracks. Would be a good place to drive an ATV. And it looks like people have been using this as a junkyard. Remains of a toilet. Dead folding chair. Somebody's table project. What you got?
Oh, it looks like spilled chemicals.
Huh. Oh, here's a drum full of toxic waste. Or used to be full of toxic waste. No toxic waste in there now. There we got some moss that's able to grow among the toxic waste. Here's the edge where toxic waste meets nature. Wouldn't want to be a fish swimming in that stuff. So here's a wall of rocks. Looks like they didn't bother processing this stuff because it doesn't contain any lead. Just off to the side we got a nice swimming hole or fish pond. Wonder how they like the taste of lead. Here's another cement foundation just next to this big pond. There's some more of this toxic waste with forest growing around it. I suppose if we wait long enough, the forest would take over the whole thing, but that could be a couple hundred years. Oh, here's some nice dirt bike jumping mounds somebody's made out of this stuff. Here's some more cement foundation chunks. Supposedly there was a fire back in the 1880s and it destroyed the entire place. And that's why it shut down until 1914. There's some old windows, definitely not from the lead mine. This must be an old school color TV set remains. Well, no garbage dump would be complete without a couch to sit on. Or perhaps a hot tub. Oh, it's a lazy boy. And the other half of the hot tub. And toxic waste barrels. And another ancient color TV. And here's a chimney on top of some flat structure, an old foundation to a small square building. That might be the chimney for the lead smelter. Another flat area with some kind of darker colored toxic waste on top. Well, no trip to a toxic waste dump would be complete without some toxic waste to take home. Sure, he got some in Ziploc baggies.